Hello everyone and welcome to another test trick video. So today we're really taking a look at Summon Bahamut deck in test trick format. So this list comes from Greenwire. As you can see, I didn't really change anything except for very minor few cards in the sideboard, but the main deck is exactly the same. This is a pretty spicy list, honestly. And basically the gist of this deck is to summon Bahamut, like literally summon Bahamut with our 4 copies of Indomitable Creativity. Because, funny enough, all the summons in Final Fantasy set happens to be a saga and a creature at the same time. So the creativity actually hits these cards onto the battlefield, which is pretty insane. But what's even more insane about the Summon Bahamut is the fact that it's a colorless card, which means that it pairs up very nicely with the Ugin's Lab. So even if you have it in your hand, you can just tuck it underneath and then just use it as a ramp card, which is a plus. And because we're playing Indomitable Creativity, we do need a lot of artifact or token generations. So we have 4 copies of Strike It Rich, and we have Fable of the Mirror Breaker that can also generate treasure tokens. But we also have this new card called Wish Good Luck, which is kind of insane if you look at it. For 2 mana, you're creating a food token, a tapped treasure token, and a vehicle artifact token onto the battlefield. So all of a sudden, not only did you ramp with a treasure, but you also have 2 additional artifacts that you can destroy to the creativity. Another card that we're playing is this card called the Relics of the Roll Build. This is another card that can generate 2 artifacts as well, one being put on the battlefield and then put the other one to your hand. And lastly, we have another card that can be used as a creativity target, but it also has some other stuff going on. And that is this card called the Warping Whale. I believe this is like a pretty new addition to Arena. And what's really cool about this is not only can you use it to generate a 1/1 onto the battlefield, but that 1/1 can be sacrificed to add colorless mana. Or you can use it to against other Samwise Gamgee decks, for example. You can use it to exile maybe a cat on the battlefield. That would be pretty nice. Or you can use it to counter target sorcery spell. Most of the times you're probably going to be ramping with this card, but the fact that it makes a 1/1, which is actually pretty significant because it also lets you crew the 3/2 that you create from the Wish Good Luck. So we also got some synergy there as well. So it's a pretty interesting take on the creativity deck. The Summon Bahamut being a colorless card actually makes this kind of creativity deck viable, which is a plus since it also synergizes well with the Ugin's Lab. So we'll see how this one does. So having said that, I'm going to be upping over to some Test Trick Best of 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Alright, let's try this out. Ooh, Wish Good Luck. So this ramps, but this one also ramps. Ooh. Okay, goodbye Ugin. I should have actually maybe just played the Ugin Slab immediately. That was my bad. Oh wow. Oh wow. What should I do? I think I'm just gonna play the Wish Good Luck. Wow. Just put a bunch of cards in there. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6. So we have 6 mana if we bounce this. Let's just strike it rich. Well, Binding of the Old God. Got rid of that. They could have actually multiple of these, thinking about it. So 1, 2, 3. That's 7 if I bounce it. I could just make a token with this too. So I think opponent's playing an ultimatum deck. Sultai ultimatum. This says counter target sorcery spell, which is kind of cool. Okay, never mind. We're not gonna be able to counter it. Okay, never mind. We are gonna be able to counter it. Oh, it got more loyalty. Oh,
Don't make another move.
It's a bit awkward. Because this became a 4-mana card.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Golos. Oh my god, we're gonna lose. We are gonna lose. To Golos. It's kind of bad, actually. We need creativity immediately. Deafening Calarian. Oh, Ugin's actually pretty nice. 1, 2, 3. It's not a sorcery card, so I can't even counter that. At least I get another card out of it, so maybe that's not that bad.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
I grant you a boon if my interventions
There it is.
heed my advice.
There's the binding. What a bizarre game. Niv Mizzet. Okay, it wasn't Niv Mizzet deck. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, we have to counter that. But they also have a Thoughtseize. I mean, Thought Erasure. 2. Red. 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 Can I do 3? 1, 2, 3. Then I can't leave up a Warping Whale. I think I have to do it like this. Okay, I don't think we care about the Niv Mizzet. Not good. I think the best play they can make is play the Thought Rager first. Right? There we go. So they're gonna get rid of a Warping Whale. They just have so much mana. Honestly, this actually might have been the best outcome, honestly. All things considered. Binding again. Wow. Then we get rid of a Niv Mizzet. They're gonna Teferi. Probably.
One step in the there is clarity.
And then we
My plan.
Ugin, right? Can we Ugin? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? We can't. We actually can't here. So they're gonna get a free turn with the Teferi. Okay, there's that Teferi.
This isn't a fight. You can win.
Minus.
Let's take it back.
So this one doesn't have a haste. That is an 8 mana card. We only have 7. We only have 7. They're gonna draw a card with the Teferi.
Hold that thought.
Oh my god. Okay, that's 7 mana card. We have to -7. Oh my god. They got no more lies. I think we're dead. How do we beat this? This is 3 mana. We have to pay extra 3. 9. But then now they got no more lies here. So this is just gonna get countered, so. Ooh, creativity though. We still have 3 Bahamuts. We could do like 3 Bahamuts. No, I have to do 4 2, right? So I can pay. But then they also have a Niv Mizzet. Alright, Bahamut. Go.
Really should have seen that coming.
Alright. So What's going on here? Can we win? We're about to these basically destroy permanents, so, and this is crew 1. We have a very good chance of winning. Vanishing Verse doesn't work. Nicol Bolas does though. Non-land permanent.
Listen to your pain. Whispers crack. You will feel inspired.
I think we try to go for lethal, right? So we went through 2 Maelstrom Pulse. Oh my god. Alright. That's pretty sick. The funny thing is, that was all thanks to Sire of 7 deaths. Opponent took 7 damage trying to get rid of this. I wonder if I want to play one more of this. Okay, what about a Maddening Hex? Non-creature spells. Yeah, instead of a Sire of 7 deaths, maybe I want to play this. Yeah, maybe I want to play this. Pretty good against like controls or like mid-range. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we got Kha'Zix Command. Oh, we got turn 2 Fable. We got turn 2 Fable. We could have even gone like Kozilek as well. By the way, starting town insane. Wow. What a tech against my Bahamut. What a tech. I think I'm gonna go Fable here. I was thinking about maybe like playing Kozilek and then trying to get to the Ugin, but the problem with that play is if opponent has like Thought Erasure, then they can snipe my Ugin. But this way, if they, you know, want to deal with the Fable, right, they have to tap out, and these creatures make tokens for Ugin anyways.
Heed my eye. I'm the master. My time was. Open your
Okay.
mind to possibility.
What era is this? Mid-range versus mid-range?
To persist.
I
Folly.
think I'm gonna Kha'Zix Command here. So we can Kha'Zix Command for 7. I guess I can't go 7. I have to do 4, right? Because of No More Lies. Okay, so let's make it so that I draw an Ugin's Lab. And then I want to play Sire of 7 Deaths because there's nothing on the board. Perfect. And now, if they want to deal with the Sire, they die. Okay, this card is kind of insane. No way. Okay. They got me. They freaking got me.
Knowledge I see no.
I can't believe it. I literally can't believe it. Wow. Feel. Can you believe this? Field of Ruin in Nimbisit. No freaking way that's just... No freaking way that's happening. I can't believe it. A Field of Ruin. How do you fit that in? You're gonna have games where you have Field of Ruin in your opening hand and you lost because you can't cast anything, right? That's crazy.
My plan bears fruit. I am the master of this world.
Okay. 1/1s. No, not an instant speed. Not an instant speed.
A reason to stay and fight.
Death by 1/1s. 3-turn clock. Oh, maybe I should have... I wonder if I should have played it last turn. Then it would have been a 2-turn clock. I don't know. But then they play so many sorcery speed cards, I'm not really sure. Okay, looks like my play was correct. Oh my god. GG's opponent. Maddening Hex. Yes. Turn to Relics of the Rubble. Okay, never mind. Never mind. False alarm. False alarm. Throw bones. And let's strike it rich. We got a pretty good Indomitable Creativity angle. If I top deck it, we can do it for x equals 2, which is pretty good. So I think I'm gonna put the Bahamut underneath it in case opponent draws another Thoughtseize, right? And then they steal it and then reanimate it, because that's gonna be like, we're gonna be taking a lot of damage if we don't do that. All right. Taking a wee bit of damage. They want to reanimate it somehow.
Goals align, so you have focus.
Nice. We could have actually played another Ugin next turn, by the way. So we want Leyline and Surgical, probably, in this matchup. I'm just not sure what to take out. I guess this can probably go, right? Maybe Sire? Gonna go down on Fable. And a Bahamut. Try this. I don't think I need Shove Aside. Just because of Emperor. This is a fishy hand. On one hand, I like the fact that we have a ley line. And I like the fact that we have a creativity, but we're kind of relying on top decking. I mean, let's just top deck our token pieces and hopefully it works out, you know? They're gonna take away the creativity. Okay. Belmerk. Doesn't do anything. Nice. Very nice. We're ramping. What does that do? Target opponent reveals each non-land card in their hand with mana value 4 or less. Choose a card revealed this way. Oh, so they didn't even see my hand. That's funny. Okay, very nice. Let's go... Probably red. Play this as well. Pretty sure this game is over? I don't know. I think they have the Sorin in hand. Yeah, they could have like a Sorin plus Oh wow. Okay. It is not over. Consign to memory. I don't know, is Consign even that good against our deck? Besides, I guess our top ends are all colorless. I mean, try that again. They had it again. Okay, third one coming next game, next turn. So I'm spending okay. I think it's just better to do this, right? I'm spending a mana to create a mana. Probably just better to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, they're not going to give me a Juggernaut, but it would be kind of funny if they did. Sire of the Seven Deaths. Okay. I could just play this out and like haste it in. But then this thing lives though. I guess this isn't really doing anything. Attack. Really? Well, now that they've done that, they lose 100% now because they can't interact with this card ever. Alright, GG's. Okay. So far, I'm actually kind of loving this deck. I'm actually kind of enjoying it. I thought it wasn't gonna be that great, but yeah, I mean, it's working. So I can't really complain. I think the Fable is a bit better than this, right? If it gets the attack. Okay, This is... We're probably dealing with... Is this Ninja? They're just missing a land. Black land. I think I'm gonna go with the Rubble Belt because I don't feel like discarding any of these. Blast Zone. Whoa. So I can do X equals 2. I think I'm gonna do that. What? Oh my god. Okay, to be fair, I've never seen this card. I have never, ever have I seen that card in action. Okay, so this enters with an X charge counter on it. Choose a color, add 1 mana of that color for each charge counter on this card. Okay, I mean... Wow. This isn't good. This isn't good. So we can't really attack. We need a land, so I can kill the Karn. I can Indomitable Creativity, and then get summon Bahamut. That really caught me off guard, and yeah.
We must prepare for
How did they get more charge counter? Oh no, this is not good. So we attack all and Karn dies. Okay, so we did find Ugin's lab here. We attack all to Karn. I still don't think we're in a bad spot. I just don't understand why everything is getting a counter right now. Yeah, how do they gain charge counter, like counters on Blast Zone? Am I missing something? Am I missing something?
failure haunts me still.
So... do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I think I just want to get rid of 3 of these. Okay, let's tap it correctly. Let's do it like so... Yeah, I like that. We got 3 Bahamuts. Okay, they should be dead next turn, unless something horrible happens. Nice. Okay, so they play a lot of non-creature spells. Let's add 2 cups of Maddening Hacks. Turn 2 Maddening Hacks will be glorious. So it's a Karn deck. I'm gonna take out Ugin for Sire of 7 Deaths. And the last card, I think the Warping Whale can go. Boom. Alright. I think this is a mulligan. That looks a lot better. That does look a lot better. So we want to be able to strike it rich into Maddening Hex on turn 2. Maybe it's Wish Good Luck. We're gonna hide Bahamut. And then we're going to play... I mean, technically playing this is more fun, but I think going with the Fable is the correct choice. I think I'm gonna decline. We have a pretty good hand. Okay, opponent took 2 damage. Oh my god. What is even happening? Two, three, four, five, 6. If I attack, I can play either the Ugin or... I think I'm just gonna play Ugin. Get rid of this. Because technically Ugin in itself is like a ramp card at the same time.
My count, I see no threat. The wise heed my
One ring. They take 3 damage. So this turn is just gonna be 1 ring, huh? Oh wait, I can't play the Maddening Hex. I can't play the Maddening Hex. Because they have protection, no. Well, that kind of sucks, but...
focus. Breathe and learn.
We want more red. More red.
Preparation yields success.
Wait, are you serious? That's how it works? I just realized something. Manning Hex went to the graveyard because of one ring. Wow, this card sucks. Wow, this card sucks. No frickin' way. Wow.
I started this war, and I intend to finish it once and for all.
We ultimate. GG's.
Is over.
I think. I think that's it, right?
Knowledge is I will not allow my progeny to continue. Their power belongs to me. My calculations were wrong. Preparation yields success.
Oh my god.
Flows as easily
Why are we winning with this deck? I don't know. It is definitely a fun deck though. Alright, we took a look at this deck today. I had zero expectations, by the way. I had zero expectation. I thought this deck looked... I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought this deck looked kind of a pile. But thinking about it, there's not that many like super fast decks in the format other than Aura. It does seem like this deck does ramp pretty fast from my experience. If you're accounting all the Sorin decks out there in the format, I don't think this deck is that bad. Also, like, even against like Aura deck, if you can ramp into Ugin fast enough before they kill you, that could stabilize you, things like that. Or even running out the Sire of 7 Deaths could buy you a turn as well, since this also has Reach. First Strike Reach with the Lifelink. I think the only card that's a little bit, I don't know, random is the Warping Whale, but it does have synergy, giving you that 1/1 to, you know, crew the Wish Good Luck's vehicle as well. But at the same time, it's a decent card, I guess, against like Samai's Gamgee decks. And being able to counter a target sorcery card isn't too bad either. Like, all things considered, it's an okay card, but if there was a better card than this, I would probably play that instead. But yeah, I mean, like, Summon Bahamut was a lot better than I thought, because it's not only a threat that you can run out with the creativity, but it's also a card that you can put underneath the Ugin's Lab. I think if the Bahamut actually didn't have any synergy with this card, I think this card would have been way worse. And it's especially good against like decks with a lot of permanents on the battlefield, like Sorin's or Goblin Bombardment decks. So definitely not a bad card. The alternative you could have played, I guess, would have been Summon Knight Around, but again, it's way worse compared to Summon Bahamut because it's not a colorless card, right? So it's a very interesting card because it's a colorless card, which makes Ugin's Lab just way better. As for Relics of the Rubble Belt, there's probably many cards out there that does kind of a similar thing. I mean, I think there are, but maybe there's not. the benefit of playing this is the fact that it ramps you, but it also puts like the signets on the battlefield, which synergizes well with the Indomitable Creativity. And if you have spare mana, you can also play the other one as well that turn. So maybe there isn't something similar to this. I might be wrong, but I think during sideboarding, this is probably the first card to go. Either the Warping Whale or the Relics of the Rubble Belt. But yeah, it's playing a lot of powerful stuff. I think the core is pretty strong, right? The core is pretty strong. You have Kozilek's Command, Fable, Sire, Ugin, Ugin's Lab, and Ugin's Spirit Dragon, right? The core is very strong, and basically we're adding these cards, and we're taking advantage of the fact that the Summon Bahamut happens to be a colorless card, so it synergizes pretty well with the other cards, plus it synergizes pretty well with creativity. Getting this out, cheating this out is pretty strong. I wish... Isn't it crazy that a 9-mana card doesn't say destroy up to 1 target permanent, but it has to say target non-land permanent? It's crazy. But I guess when they were designing this card, they were designing around older format as well, because they could like technically cheat this out on turn 1. But yeah, surprisingly good. I think the sideboard could use a lot of work. I like the Leyline. I like the Maddening Hex. I also like the 1 copy of a Sire of 7 Deaths. This is something that I added after looking at Greenwire's list. And as for like the Kozilek's Return and Vampire's Vengeance, the split, the reason why we're playing Vampire Vengeance is because of the token that it leaves, which is really good for the creativity. On the flip side, the Kozilek's Return is really good because you can get the effect twice. So now you have a Kozilek's Return, you play it at an instant speed against like something like a Goblin Bombardment deck, and then you get to play it again when you play like Ugin or Sire 7 Deaths or even Kozilek's Command. Oh no, it says whenever you cast an Eldrazi creature spell, so it actually only works with Sire of 7 Deaths. So it's actually way worse than I thought. Okay, so maybe just playing Vampire's Vengeance is the correct play then. Maybe just play one of them, and then just add another copy of Vampire's Vengeance. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.